Hi all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Reshmi Elias and in today's video I will be dealing with the topic divisibility rules. You may not get direct questions from this topic, but if you know these rules clearly, it will be very helpful for you to solve the higher level problems. So let's see the divisibility test of each number one by one. To check for the divisibility by 2, just see its units digit. If the unit digit is either 0 or an even number, that number will be divisible by 2. So for the test of divisibility by 2, just see the digit in units place. Consider these examples. The digit in units place of the first number is 7. We know that 7 is not an even number. So this number is not divisible by 2. Consider the second number. Here the digit in units place is 8. We know that 8 is an even number. It is completely divisible by 2. And in the third number, the digit in units place is 0. Since the digit in units place is 0, this number is divisible by 2. This is how we check the divisibility of a number by 2. Next, we can check the divisibility by 3. Suppose if we have a number, if the sum of all the digits of that number is divisible by 3, then that number will be divisible by 3. For example, consider the number 6534. To check whether this number is divisible by 3 or not, what we have to do is add all the digits. That is 6 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4. When we add this, we will get it as 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 plus 3 is 14, 14 plus 4 is 18. Now check whether this 18 is divisible by 3. 18 is completely divisible by 3. So this number is also divisible by 3. Now check whether 57,845 is divisible by 3 or not. So what we have to do? Add the digits of this number. That is 5 plus 7 is 12, 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 plus 4 is 24, 24 plus 5 is 29. So 29 is not divisible by 3. So this number is also not divisible by 3. Next is 3675. To check for the divisibility by 3, we have to add all the digits. That is 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, 16 plus 5 is 21. Then check whether 21 is divisible by 3. 21 is completely divisible by 3. So 3675 is also divisible by 3. Next is the test of divisibility by 4. To check whether a number is divisible by 4 or not, what you have to do is see the last two digits. The number formed by the last two digits, if it is completely divisible by 4, then that number will be divisible by 4. So, if the last two digits are zeros, then also the number will be divisible by 4. Now, let's see some examples. So, in the first number, the number formed by the last two digits is 52. Check whether 52 is divisible by 4. 52 is divisible by 4. So, this number is also divisible by 4. The same way, check whether the second number is divisible by 4 or not. Here, the number formed by the last two digits is 36. We know that 36 is completely divisible by 4. So, this number will also be divisible by 4. Now, the third number, that is 3457. So the number formed by the last two digits are 57. 57 is not divisible by 4. So this number is also not divisible by 4. Let's see one more example, that is 5400. If the last two digits are zeros, then that number is divisible by 4. This is how we will be checking the divisibility by 4. Next is the test of divisibility by 5. To check whether a number is divisible by 5 or not, see the digits in the units place. If the digit in units place is either 0 or 5, then that number will be divisible by 5. Let's see some examples. First number is 4855. In this, the digits in units place is 5. So this number is divisible by 5. In the second number, the digit in units place is 0. If the digit in units place is either 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. So 3860 is also divisible by 5. In the third number, that is 54,632, the digits in units place is 2. Since the number is not 0 or 5, this number is not divisible by 5. Next one is the test of divisibility by 6. So for a number to be divisible by 6, that number should be divisible by both 2 and 3. Let's see one example. 6528. To check whether this number is divisible by 6, we have to check whether it is divisible by 2 and whether it is divisible by 3. If both the conditions are satisfied, then this number is divisible by 6. So, to check the divisibility by 2, what is the condition? The digit in units place must be either 0 or an even number. Here, the digit in units place is 8. 8 is an even number. So, this number is divisible by 2. So, one condition is satisfied. Now, to check whether this number is divisible by 3, what we have to do? Add all the digits. That is, 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 plus 2 is 13, 13 plus 8 is 21. Check whether 21 is divisible by 3. 21 by 3 is 6, that is, it is completely divisible. So, since both the conditions are satisfied, this number is divisible by 6. Let's see one more example. 5643. To check whether this number is divisible by 6, check two conditions. First one is whether it is divisible by 2. Here the digit in units place is 3. It is not an even number. So this condition is not satisfied. If any one of the conditions are not satisfied, means 5643 is not divisible by 6. So to check whether a number is divisible by 6 or not, two conditions are to be satisfied. That is, the number should be divisible by both 2 and 3. Next is the test of divisibility by 7. For to check whether a number is divisible by 7 or not, we have to follow certain steps. So, let's see one example. 25,606. So, what you have to do is divide this number into 2. That is, separate the digit in units place. So, we can divide it as 2560 and 6. Then, take the double of the digit in units place. That is, 6 into 2, 12. Subtract 12 from 2560. So, you will get it as 2548. Again, separate the unit digit from the rest of the digits. So, you will get it as 254 and 8. Then take the double of 8 and subtract it from 254. So, you will get it as 238. What will be the next step? Separate the unit digit from rest of the digits. So, you will get it as 23 and 8. So, take the double of 8, 16. 23 minus 16 is 7. You can continue this until you get a 2-digit number. Here the answer we got is 07. 07 is nothing but 7 itself. So whenever you get a 2-digit number, you can stop this. If the answer you got now is either multiple of 7 or 0, then the given number will be divisible by 7. So 25,606 is divisible by 7. Now, let's do one more example. So, we have to check whether 8,807 is divisible by 7 or not. So, first step is to separate the unit digit. So, you can write it as 880 and 7. Then take the double of 7, that is 14. 880 minus 14 is 866. Again, repeat the same step. That is, separate this as 86 and 6. Then take the double of 6, that is 12. 86 minus 12 is 74. So you got a 2-digit number. You can stop this here. Now check whether 74 is a multiple of 7. 7 into 10 is 70. Next multiple is 7 into 11, that is 77. So 74 is not a multiple of 7. So this number, that is 8807, is also not divisible by 7. So with this, we are winding up today's session. In the next video, I will be discussing the divisibility test of other numbers. So for the time being, it's bye from Reshmi Elias. Stay safe. Thank you.